And yesterday I outlined to the House, Mr Speaker, the situation in New South Wales, which was that 5 power plant units were down, 4 coal, 1 gas, 3 to be expected, 2 breakdowns, Mr Speaker, and that did put pressure on the system. Now, it takes a particular level of prejudice against renewable energy to say that coal-fired power station breakdowns are caused by renewable energy, Mr Speaker. I'm not quite sure the logic there, but those opposite, I'm sure, have an explanation as to how that occurred. It's all the fault of renewable energy again, Mr Speaker. Now, I know those opposite are disappointed that actually yesterday there were enough energy reserves in New South Wales and there were no blackouts caused by a lack of energy, Mr Speaker. That comes as a considerable disappointment to the member for Fairfax in particular, who wakes up every morning, turns the light switch on and is disappointed when the lights come on because he's more interested in political power than reliable power as the member for Fairfax, Mr Speaker. Now, the member for Hume interjects. The member for Hume interjects. He's been very voluble. He's been very voluble. He asked me this morning, have I kept the lights on? And I did manage to give him an affirmative answer. But the member for Hume, to be fair, is an expert in these matters because he used to hold my portfolio. And they say it's responsibility of the Energy Minister to ensure no blackouts, and they have a point, Mr Speaker. The member for Hume knows a lot about it. In 2019, when he held my job, he gave a speech and he said, "There are real risks, particularly in Victoria, as we approach summer. It's important that we apply pressure to ensure there is balance in our electricity system because we have real risk of blackouts in Victoria this summer," the member for Hume said when he was Minister for Energy. And he says there were no blackouts. He says there were no blackouts when he was Minister for Energy, Mr Speaker. He says there were no blackouts, Mr Speaker. On the 25th of January 2019, 200,000 customers did not get power because of a lack of reserve when he was the Minister for Energy, Mr Speaker.
Order.
Now, Mr Speaker,
members on my right.
Mr Speaker, there have been no blackouts while we've been in office caused by a lack of energy. So it's Taylor 200,000, Bowen nil so far, Mr Speaker.